What is up, guys? It's your boy Mr. Dion back for another video. We have the fast lawnmower in the garage right now because we have more upgrades to put on this thing.
I want this thing to go faster!
As you can see, guys, we have a bunch of parts on the workbench. Right here we have a full Yamaha SRX steering setup. I bought a new phone holder because I broke the old one. We have a new coil because the Briggs & Stratton opposed twin engines burned through a lot of these. I bought a CVT clutch right here. This is probably the thing that will have the most positive impact on the mower. I'm getting rid of this variable speed clutch setup. We are going to replace that with a jack shaft and 2 pulleys. I am going to put a pulley for the engine, but maybe I'll put a sprocket for the transaxle. We are going to have a disc brake on this thing. It is going to be welded on that jack shaft. I am going to modify the transaxle on this thing once again, but we are just swapping the transaxle case because these transaxle case have slots to put bearings. This goes in there. It'll be way much easier for the engine to spin an axle that is spinning on bearings. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this thing looks good like this, but it's way too wide. We are going to shorten the width of that axle. Don't worry, guys, I ordered a go-kart seat for this thing. I think the transaxle is the first thing we should start to work on. This is probably the most upgrade I ever put on the mower in one video.
We have a lot to do, so we should not waste any more time. Let's hop right into this shit!
I put gasket maker all around this thing because I really don't want any oil leaking out of this thing. The next step is to install the CVT clutch.
But first, we need to remove that pulley from the engine shaft.
The pulley is now removed from the engine shaft, but this was not a success. I freaking destroyed the engine shaft. It'll be just fine. We are now going to install this CVT clutch on that engine shaft. Just like that. The only thing I need right now is a bolt so this CVT clutch stays on the engine shaft. We have shortened the width of that transaxle. We also have put bearings in that transaxle. We have installed the CVT clutch on the engine shaft as well. I welded 2 square tubings and reinforced the bottom one. The jack shaft is going to be bolted on these square tubings. The bottom one needs to be stronger because that CVT clutch is going to stretch that belt. So it's going to pull on that square tubing. We also remove all the stuff we don't need from this mower. Now what we need to do is work on our jack shaft gear ratio. As you can see, we have a 3.5-inch pulley for the engine. We are going to put a super big sprocket for the transaxle. I don't know if it'll be strong enough, but I'm gonna steal a sprocket from a bicycle. This is a Yukon giant bicycle, pretty trashed up bike. What I'm going to do is steal this big sprocket, reinforce that thing. We are going to weld it on that jack shaft right here. Then we are going to reinforce this smaller sprocket right here. We are going to weld this sprocket on the transaxle. Now that we are using sprockets, we can go as small as we want because a chain won't slip on the sprocket, unlike belts. We are now ready to install our sprays. These are pretty freaking homemade, redneck style. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I need to weld this sprocket on this jack shaft and it needs to be straight. I also need to weld this one on the transaxle input shaft.
The next day.
If you have just a little bit of common sense, unlike me, you'll understand why I got rid of the sprockets. Just too weak, man. It's too weak. Until I get a real sprocket and a real chain for the lawnmower, I'm gonna stick with the pulleys and belts. Here we have our jack shaft. This is the gear issue we're going to rock with. This is a 3.5-inch pulley and this is a 4.5-inch pulley. Not the gear issue I wanted, but here where I live, it's super hard to find pulleys. So I have no choice. I have a belt right here. It's wrapped around the CVT clutch. I drilled some holes in those square tubing so we can bolt the jack shaft on that thing. We are now going to install that jack shaft on the mower. Let's go! Now that the transaxle is installed and the jack shaft, I'm gonna bring the mower outside just to test the CVT clutch and jack shaft thing. Remember that this thing needs a new coil, so it's gonna run really rough.
I am happy. Fuck.
Now what I need to do is swap the coil on that thing. What the fuck is this? This is the coil I just got. What? This thing got beat up, dude. Look at this. Look at this as well. Bro, what is this, bro? Since we have a bad coil, we have no choice but to work on the steering setup. It's gonna take at least 3 more days until I get that new coil. Fuck me! I cut it this round metal shape with the grinder because I made this little tie rod swivel bracket. We need to weld this thing right there. This is the tie rod swivel. This part hooks up to the steering and then you can steer. I'm just done welding that bracket. I bolted the tie rod swivel right here and this thing is buttery smooth. Now what I want to go ahead and do is hook up this part to the steering. Whoa.
One eternity later.
Whoa. Guys, the lawnmower is almost completed! I successfully built a clean and reliable steering setup. Here we have the steering. We are missing handle grip. We have a snowmobile throttle setup on this thing. I installed a new phone holder so I can put a speedometer on that thing. The steering goes under the plastic right here and it's bolted right there. And then it goes under the frame. The way I bolted the steering under the mower is the same as this one right here. The difference is this thing is bolted on a metal plate and not plastic, so it's way much stronger under here. This rod goes right here. Both of the tie rods are going directly to the wheels. Pretty simple setup. There is actually no loose in the steering at all. The steering setup is 100% completed. Our jack shaft is also ready. I welded this pulley right here and I bought a belt for the transaxle. The only thing we need to do to this thing right now is reinstall the front chassis. I forgot to mention that I won't install the disc brake in this video. The reason why I'm not installing the disc brake on the jack shaft in this video, guys, simply because I want to post this video before holiday times.
The next day.
The fast mower is officially ready for a test ride, and man oh man, I can't wait to test this thing. It looks freaking insane with that snowmobile steering. We need to put our phone for the speedometer. Since we don't have a brake and now we can't engine stop with that CVT clutch, I am not going to try to hit 70 miles an hour. Anyway, it won't hit 70 miles an hour with this gear ratio. Let's push this thing outside of the garage and test it. We need these gloves. Also, we need the pull cord because we don't have a starter on that bitch. Bro, I'm so hyped. Holy shit. Oh, by the way, look at this, guys. There is absolutely no snow. I've never seen this in my life. December 23. We are supposed to have like 3 feet of snow. What the fuck is this? This thing wants to go. Holy shit, this thing sounds alive. Bro, I forgot to put this thing in super view mode. Holy shit! Woohoo! This is crazy! Oh my god! This is some pure nonsense! I love this! That wheel is out of alignment! A lot! What the fuck? Feels like I'm driving a four-wheeler, but with no suspension. I want to go fast, but dude, I don't have any brakes. I don't know if something's gonna break on this. We're just gonna test it a little bit more. Test the steering and shit. Oh yeah, the steering is a lot less sketchy. Oh, of course, we have a slipping belt. That transaxle belt is way too loose. I'm cruising at 23 miles an hour and we have a slipping belt, and look how much throttle I'm using. This thing is way much more reliable right now. The belt setup, it works like a charm, dude. Oh, we need fuel pump. Fuck it, I'm just gonna head to town with this thing. We're gonna say hi to Jimmy. Why not? Hopefully I don't get arrested. That would be bad. This is so funny. Holy shit. This thing drives actually really good. It's going super straight. What the fuck? I can't put any more throttle because the belt is going to slip. That's unfortunate. I feel like this thing would go so fast. Bro, we are going 30. Holy shit. We are in town, officially. No cops, please. Remember, we don't have any brakes, so we gotta be careful. Oh, there's a cop right there. Holy shit. Off-duty cop. Fuck. Jimmy, what you doing, Jimmy? Fuck. We can't brake. Just stop this. Oh, shit. Fuck. My start switch doesn't work. What the fuck? That's fucking dangerous. Bro. What the fuck, bro? We have to do a little bit of off-roading right here because I feel like that cop is going to wait for me. So we are off-roading this lawnmower with no suspension. It hurts. It hurts the butt crack. Just don't go too fast. Oh shit, oh my god. It's No. No. Why did I fucking forgot about that, bruh? I knew the freaking clutch was super close to the ground. And look at this fucking rock right there. Look at it! Almost fucking destroyed everything. I need a ratchet. I don't have one. Fuck. I don't really want to let the mower right here, but we have no choice. I'll do quick. J'ai besoin d'un ratchet. Ma botte de poulie est en train de dévisser. J'ai été dans le train, là. J'ai fessé ma poulie après une roue. C'est ça qui l'a fait dévisser parce que la poulie virait, ça a fessé sa botte. What's the problem, Jimmy?
Broke it.
I broke it. Too rough on my stuff. Redneck stuff. Thank you, Jimmy. There is absolutely no cars. Let's go. We are going home. Yo, the acceleration on this thing has improved so freaking much. This thing runs weird. Please get me home. What the fuck? Are you serious? What happened right there? What happened? What the fuck? Ah, we are out of gas because the fuel pump was unhooked.
Even if we ran into a couple issues, I think this build is a success. We have a couple more upgrades to do to this thing before we go drifting when we have snow, and that would be to put sprockets and a chain for the transaxle. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed filming this video. Big thank you to all the great comments I see on my videos. It's super fun to see. With that being said, guys, I'll catch y'all on the next one!